So today I want to talk about mandatory gun laws that require you and any gun owner to lock up your guns when they're not in use. But more importantly than just talking about these laws, I want to talk about, well, kind of the real problem that comes along with these laws, at least when it applies to freedom and liberty and your right to defend yourself, and what it means as a person, as a United States citizen when it comes to your principles and what you truly believe in. Now, a lot of states have these laws, most do not. But I know a lot of people who are pro-gun, who actually agree with these types of laws. Now, do they agree with these types of laws because they're anti-gun? No, these are pro-gun people. People who think that when a gun's not in use, for the safety of especially children in the home, you should lock these guns up. But do they really make a difference? Most of these laws don't make any difference whatsoever. In fact, when you look at the rate of accidental discharges in the home, when you look at children getting a home of firearms, when you look at guns being stolen, when you look at all these incidents across the board and you compare states that do have these laws and states that don't, there's no significant difference whatsoever. And in some cases, there's actually a rise in these types of incidents in states that do have these mandatory laws. So, what does that mean? Well, it means these laws do nothing. So why are these laws in place? Why do people push these laws? Politicians push these laws so that they can say, I've done something to make us safer, when they in fact know that these laws do not make any of us any safer whatsoever. So what we're really saying here is we're applying laws that don't make us any safer. And if you're a pro-gun person that does this, that thinks this is the right way to go, you're compromising your freedom, your liberty, your right to defend yourself, and most importantly, your principles. So freedom and liberty should be paramount, and your personal beliefs, your personal principles should fall in line with that. If you're a pro-gun person, somebody who believes in the right to defend yourself against tyranny in all of its forms, whether it is your government, whether it is a criminal, it doesn't matter. If you believe in this, your principles should fall in line with that, and you should not allow yourself to be pulled into the safety over freedom argument. Maybe you do have children in your home, and maybe you do want to lock up your guns the same way that I do, because I don't want my children to get a hold of my firearms. But do I want the government forcing it upon me? Do I want to not have the ability to keep at least one gun easily accessible in my home in a place that is secure for my children, but not so secure from me that I can't use it in defense? No, I don't. And you shouldn't either, because these are what our principles should be based upon. So I know the argument that some people will throw up. Well, what if it happened to you? What if somebody you know, somebody you love died because a gun wasn't locked up? I want to tell you something that I don't talk about, but it has happened to me. Years ago, somebody I know, somebody I loved, somebody in my immediate family died because a gun wasn't locked up. But you know what? I don't compromise my principles. I don't compromise the freedom and liberty of rights of not just myself, but everybody in this nation, by simply bowing to some politician who says he has something that can make us safer. I don't put safety above freedom, because freedom is paramount. Freedom, liberty, our rights, it's what our country is founded on. And as of right now, we still are the greatest nation that has ever come about. Let's try and keep it that way. Let's try and keep our principles in place. If you can keep your principles when things get tough, then that's when you know your principles actually mean something.